Here's a question from Sally in Los Angeles. She's asking about a displaced fifth metatarsal fracture. She states, I fell down the stairs, landing on my right foot, twisted it, and was diagnosed with a displaced, comminuted fifth metatarsal fracture. I was put in a non-weight-bearing cast for 1 week and then an air cast boot. The doctor said I could start to walk with the boot as much as pain could be tolerated. After 1 month, I went back for another x-ray, but it looked exactly the same as before. The doctor had previously told me that my bone would be able to heal in proper alignment, but obviously it wasn't going to happen without any external reinforcement. So I asked him what options I had to realign the bone. He said it was only possible with surgery. However, he didn't seem to recommend the surgery, citing the possible complications and a need to remove whatever bone callus that had formed. So he just told me to continue wearing the air cast boot and let the bone heal in its misaligned position. I was concerned about the long-term problems of leaving the foot like that, so I went to seek a second opinion. This time the doctor recommended surgery to put in bone grafts to allow the bone to heal in proper alignment. However, due to various reasons, I was not able to do the surgery immediately. And now my x-ray shows a malunion, otherwise known as a nonunion. This is about 4 months after my injury occurred. I am off the air cast boot now and I'm walking with normal shoes. The doctor says to put off the surgery and continue walking and let the bone rebuild. There are occasional aches at the side of my foot where the bone is injured. And there was once a sharp pain that occurred followed by 1 week of recurrent tingling pain at the side of my foot. Since then, I didn't dare to flex my foot too much as I was afraid the sharp pain was due to nerve injury or something like that. I am not sure if this is the right direction to go, to continue walking and hoping that there won't be any problems down the road. And whether the bone will be able to regain enough strength for me to return to normal sports activities like running. I am female, 28 years old, don't smoke and drink. And have lost some weight since my injury. It seems I'm losing bone density in the area, and the doctor said I can slowly recover it by putting weight on my foot. Thank you for any help. My response, Hi Sally, I do not want to sound like a Monday morning quarterback. But had you walked into my office with the first x-ray, I would have explained to you that you had a very slim chance of that fracture healing properly. You have less than 50% bone-to-bone approximation. And the distal end of the bone, which is the front end of the bone, has displaced down onto the proximal back portion of the bone. This means that if by some miracle the bone had actually healed, your fifth metatarsal bone would have ended up being excessively short. Which down the road you would have had additional foot problems simply because the architecture of the metatarsal bones would now be misaligned. At 28 years of age and good health, you are a perfect candidate for surgery. The potential for success far outweighs any potential complications. The main complication of this type of repair is a non-union, and you have that anyway. If for whatever reason you decided not to have surgery, at the very least you should have been totally non-weight-bearing on crutches. And should have been given a bone stimulator. This combination should have been instituted for a minimum of 6 weeks. With the possibility of a longer period of time, depending on your progress. Having said all that, broken bones can heal in an abnormal position and people can function. It all depends on what your definition of function is. If you never fall again or even trip or stub your foot, the bone might not refracture. If you never participate in any sport or workout again, the bone might not refracture. In other words, if you change your lifestyle and accommodate this problem, you might get by for the next 60 years or so. But truthfully, I doubt it. This does not take into account the potential problems that can occur from the new position of your fifth toe and the resulting fifth metatarsal bone, which is now shorter. My opinion is that you should consider having surgery. It will probably require a bone graft and a fair amount of hardware to keep the bone in alignment. You will need to be off the foot for a period of time, but once you have made the commitment to fix this problem and put in the time involved, you should be able to resume your life. Good luck with your decision.